These movies might not have raked in the cash at the box office, but they're packed with quality and creativity that make them absolutely worth watching. So give these underdogs a chance. You won't be disappointed. The Fall is an opulent visual feast that somehow only brought in a measly $3.7 million against a whopping $30 million budget. It tells the story of a Hollywood stuntman named Roy, Lee Pace, who, while stuck in a hospital, makes friends with a young immigrant girl, Alexandria. Roy spins a wild adventure tale for Alexandria, all to trick her into getting him dangerous amounts of morphine. But as the lines between his story and reality blur, the movie's true heart shines through. Despite the heavy plot, the film is surprisingly touching, with a dazzling array of visuals that completely disguise its box office bomb status. Think of The Fall as an art house movie with blockbuster-level visuals.
That story was just a trick to get you to do something for me.
Wake up. Why are you making everybody die?
Dredd is a gritty, intense, dystopian action film based on the 2000 AD comic strip Judge Dredd. Despite garnering positive reviews, especially for its impressive visual style and Karl Urban's stoic performance, the film bombed at the box office, earning just $41.5 million against its budget of $45 million. Set in a future where law enforcers known as judges have the power to dispense justice as judge, jury, and executioner, Urban's Dredd and his psychic trainee, Olivia Thirlby, find themselves trapped in a high-rise slum, targeted by a ruthless drug lord, Lena Headey. The claustrophobic setup allows for tense, close-quarters combat sequences that utilize a slow-mo drug effect for some breathtaking visuals.
Any who obstruct me in carrying out my duty will be treated as an accessory to our crimes. You have been warned. And as for you, Mama, judgment time.
Moon, a sci-fi drama directed by Duncan Jones, didn't exactly set the box office on fire, pulling in just $10 million against a $5 million budget. But trust me, it's a must-watch. Sam Rockwell gives a killer performance as Sam Bell, a guy wrapping up his 3-year gig mining helium-3 on the far side of the moon. The movie's twisty plot is a haunting look at isolation and a deep dive into the moral questions about the human cost of progress.
Good morning, Sam. Do you want me to cut your hair there?
Lunar Industries remains the #1 provider of clean energy worldwide due to the hard work of people like you.
Cloud Atlas is a dense, ambitious film that you can't actually categorize all that easily. It's a time-hopping, genre-blending epic that explores how actions and consequences can impact lives across centuries. The film's interwoven narratives span across 6 different eras, from the 19th century South Pacific to a post-apocalyptic future. Despite a star-studded cast that includes Tom Hanks and Halle Berry, and being based on a best-selling novel, the film only raked in $130.5 million against its $100 million-plus budget. However, its Rotten Tomatoes audience score of 66% suggests that while it may have been a box office disappointment, there are plenty who appreciate its daring and scope.
Yesterday, my life was headed in one direction. Today, it is headed in another.
You ever think the universe was against you?
What the fuck? Where's our money? The law says.
Law!
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is a sharply witty neo-noir film that flopped at the box office, earning only $15.8 million against a budget of $15 million. It follows the misadventures of Harry Lockhart, Robert Downey Jr., a small-time thief turned accidental actor, as he becomes embroiled in a murder mystery alongside a private eye, Val Kilmer, and his childhood crush, Michelle Monaghan. Director Shane Black's knack for snappy dialogue and offbeat humor shines throughout, making this movie a very entertaining watch.
So what do you do?
I'm a private detective. She thinks I'm a detective.
Of all the idiot things to do.
My sister was murdered. Are you gonna help me?
I gotta check my schedule.
Can you help me, Harry? Because you're not gonna help me to find somebody else.
So sometimes I have other. My caseload is pretty.
Thank you.
Children of Men, a dystopian thriller directed by Alfonso Cuarón, was a commercial disappointment, pulling in a mere $70 million worldwide against its $76 million budget. Set in a grim future where humans have become infertile, Clive Owen's character, Theo, is thrust into a desperate race to protect the only pregnant woman on Earth. The film is lauded for its long, unbroken shots and the haunting portrayal of societal collapse. However, its bleakness and unflinching realism perhaps limited its box office appeal. Despite its lukewarm commercial reception, the film has a strong 92% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, a testament to its quality at least.
Why are women infertile? Some say it's genetic experiments, pollution. Why do you think we can't make babies anymore?
Doesn't matter. It's all over in 50 years. It's too late.
Move along!
The Wachowski siblings' Speed Racer is a film that could easily be dismissed as a commercial bomb. The film grossed only $93.9 million against a budget of $120 million. However, beneath the candy-colored surface and frenetic race sequences, Speed Racer is a heartfelt ode to family and integrity. Based on the 1960s Japanese anime series, the film follows the journey of Speed as he competes against unscrupulous corporate interests in the high-stakes world of racing. Its kaleidoscopic visuals are nothing short of eye candy, while its unexpectedly touching narrative is the cherry on top.
You walk away from me, you walk away from this deal, no matter how well you drive, you won't win, you won't place. I guarantee you right now, you won't even finish the race. You think you can drive a car and change the world? It doesn't work like that.
Maybe not, but it's the only thing I know how to do, and I gotta do something.
Danny Boyle's Sunshine is a visually stunning sci-fi thriller that didn't quite light up the box office, making only $32 million against its $40 million budget. The film presents a chilling scenario in which the sun is dying, and a crew of astronauts are humanity's last hope. They must deliver a nuclear device to the heart of the sun to reignite it. The film explores the psychological toll of their journey, combined with the relentless physical threat of the sun itself. Despite its box office failings, Sunshine received a solid 76% on Rotten Tomatoes and has since gained a cult following.
Please clarify.
12 hours before crew will be unable to perform complex tasks. 14 hours before crew will be unable to perform basic tasks. 16 hours until death.
Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is an action comedy gem from director Edgar Wright that somehow only raked in $47.7 million on an $85 million budget. Based on the graphic novel series, it follows Scott Pilgrim, Michael Cera, a bass guitarist who has to battle his new girlfriend's 7 evil exes to win her love. This movie is a wild ride with its quirky pop culture nods, comic book vibes, and fast-paced action scenes, making it a totally unique and fun watch. Even though it tanked at the box office, it's since found a cult following and now holds an 82% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
Mr. Pilgrim! I'm Ramona's first evil ex-boyfriend.
What? Wait, we're fighting over Ramona?
Didn't you get my email explaining the situation?
I skimmed it.
The Nice Guys is a quirky action comedy from director Shane Black that pairs Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling as unlikely private investigators in 1970s Los Angeles. Despite its charismatic lead performances and sharp, funny script, the film only managed to pull in $62.8 million against a budget of $50 million. The mismatched duo's investigation leads them into an underworld filled with eccentric characters and surprising twists. Its clever balance of humor, action, and mystery make The Nice Guys a film that's well worth your time, regardless of its box office performance.
Hey.
I'm a cowboy. And you?
Pocahontas.
What do you do?
Do a little bit of acting.
Me too. Hey, shoot me.
What?
Shoot me, shoot me, shoot me. Fucking shoot me.
Bang!
It's pretty good.
Bang!
Oh.
Bang!